Hey everyone, welcome back to Beekeeping with Natalie, or welcome to if you are new. Today's video is from last weekend at the Hives for Heroes conference in Nebraska. We were able to go and it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of really cool people there. We were able to interview a few people also, and there was a couple people we didn't get around to interviewing just because I'm not very good about filming at those kinds of things because I'm normally busy talking to people and doing stuff like that. But also another thing is it's just like normally when we film a video, it's just me and my mom in the bee yard. So it's a little bit different filming in front of a bunch of people, but we didn't get to interview Greg Burns, unfortunately, but he has a YouTube channel and he also did one of the talks and it was really good. So we'll leave that in the description down below if you want to check it out. So it is snowing again today, so hopefully this is one of the last few times we get this. I actually didn't expect to get more snow. I know after this we are supposed to warm up a little bit, but the bees have been doing really good and we fed just a few days ago, so that's good. And so anyways, that's a little bit of update on the bees, but let's go ahead and get to the video. We're here in Nebraska with Steve with the Hives for Heroes. So tell us a little bit about what we've got started here.
Hey, thank you so much for being here. We are here in Nebraska doing a state conference for Hives for Heroes. We have sold out tickets here, which is pretty amazing. But our whole mission at Hives for Heroes is to provide purpose and relationships in local communities all around the country. So with over 2,200 veterans and civilians participating in this organization, we've really expanded in the last 3 years to something that's making a difference in the community every day.
So tell us a little bit about how we can help.
How you can help? Well, sign up to be a mentor. That is our need for the moment. You can go to the website at hivesforheroes.com and just go fill out an application, be in the mentor pool so that when a newbie comes in, we can attach them directly to you in your local area.
And how did you get started with all of this?
Short answer, beekeeping saved my life. And when I was in a rough space, coming back from deployment and other things, I got into the hives and it completely changed my perspective of life. So I'm just sharing it, allowing others the opportunity to share that and really make an impact again in their local areas.
Thank you so much for doing this interview, and if you can, make sure to help out the Hives for Heroes, and thank you so much.
Thanks. Like and share on Instagram and Facebook at hivesforheroes.com.
We're over here with Lorob Bees with Rob, and we are currently using a different product, but we would eventually like to switch over to your products, just a couple things about customer service and stuff like that we'd like to change over. So tell us a little bit about what you brought here today.
Yeah, so we brought our vaporizer out. This is our original now that we have a second one that's coming out on the market. The second one is basically just designed for the front of the hive. So our normal ones, I personally like this a lot better. I don't have a big operation, so drilling a hole a quarter-inch hole in the back of the hive and plugging this in really doesn't bother me all too much. It kind of keeps me out of the bee's flight path. I can do it in just a respirator and a t-shirt most of the time, and it goes just fine. But we have a new design that actually has a bigger stem that comes through. It's similar to some of the competitors. You can plug it in to the front of the hive. Saves from having to drill holes and that kind of thing. So everything else is similar on it. We're also going to have where people, if they're handy, can upgrade from this style to the new one if they want to. That way they're not stuck with you. And I hate when companies do that to me. So yeah, it's pretty cut and dry. It's just as rugged as it can be. It's really what I shop for. It turned into this big project, and it really hasn't stopped growing. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it will. We're just creative all the time.
So what made you get into the business, and why did you start it?
I got into making vaporizers. We were set up to be just a normal bee business, selling nukes and the normal bee business stuff, honey. And I got into making my first vaporizer because, well, I needed one and I didn't want to spend the price of some of the competitors on the market. And I was like, well, I can probably make one of these. And we had a little fabrication shop, and I went ahead and made our first one. And from there, I just couldn't go back. And I basically took this one, showed it to a couple guys in the club, and just kind of showed them what I made. It really wasn't a sales thing. I was just like, hey, like, check out, what I did. And they were like, oh, I got to have one. So from there, just kind of, it tiered a little bit, and it's grown into this huge thing. So it really wasn't on purpose. We weren't like, oh, I want to build a bee product to, change the market. And then, this past year, like, we've sold about 2,000 of these things. And if you figure every person who's bought one has a minimum of like 5 hives across the board, and they go all the way up to hundreds. I mean, we've got a couple guys who have a couple thousand hives. And you think about how many hives that we've made a positive impact on across the country, really across the world. We've got them in like Switzerland and Ireland and Costa Rica and all kind of very interesting places across the world. So it's been a huge blessing to be able to help as many people as we can. So it's turned into this big mission now. So like you said, customer service is a big thing for me. You know, when I put business cards out with my personal cell phone number on it. So that makes things kind of interesting sometimes. But you would believe it or not, I really don't get that many calls. I may get like 1 or 2 calls like every other day. Normally it's like, hey, what treatment schedule can I use? You know, that kind of thing. It's very rarely ever issues. And when it is, it's like, well, it's under warranty, so let's just get you know, get it squared away. So I just enjoyed, you know, the whole bee community in general. So it just was very fitting, and it's worked out pretty well.
That's great. Is there any way we can help you out? Any platforms that you have? Anything we can do?
Yeah, so we're always trying to grow our YouTube channel. I use that as a big platform. I'm a very kinetic learner myself, so I do a lot of videos when people have questions and those kind of things. If I get the question a lot, I'll make a video about it. We had a question on why we set temps at 400 degrees. So I made a video showing all of our reasoning as to why, some things that people can read if they want, as well as how to turn the vaporizer down if that was what they chose. So we do a lot of stuff on YouTube. So, you know, that's always a big thing. Our Facebook page is how people can keep up to date on all of our new products and all that stuff. I tend to post there pretty often. And yeah, those really are the only 2 platforms that we're on.
Okay.
It takes a lot of time to manage those accounts, as you know.
We'll make sure to leave the YouTube link in the description so you guys can definitely check that out. Thanks so much for doing this interview.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I debated whether or not coming over here because, you know, you're not as special anymore. We've only done 2 videos with you already, so, you know.
Are we filming right now?
We are.
Oh boy, it's real.
Yeah.
Real and it's live. So what do you want to talk about?
How are you doing today at this conference?
Doing good. Not much sleep, but we're doing good.
Yeah. Sales good?
Sales are good.
It's good.
Didn't know what to expect being a first conference, and not a ton of people here. Not as big as some of the conferences that we've attended in the past, right? But yeah, very pleased so far. Nice, a great crowd of people. I mean, it's not about sometimes how many people are at these things. It's about what people are here, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's been fun. So.
Yeah, we just wanted to come over and say hi. We didn't want to leave you out.
Yeah, I'd be crying. Yeah.
But we've done 2 videos with John. I'll leave, I think they're in this corner or that corner. I don't know, one of these links to check those out. Anyways, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thank you.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Follow along for more bee adventures and be here next time on Beekeeping with Natalie.